Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Birchmill Video. For the second segment of Should You Buy It, I figure I'd talk about another vehicle that I've had, and it will be the truck that I actually sold a couple years ago. I sold it after we decided we didn't need two trucks anymore. I'd already bought the Titan and I had this, and it's actually it's actually the cover on the cover picture, parked next to a Lamborghini Huracan on my channel. So it was a 99 GMC Sierra Z71, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the 99 to 2002 Chevrolet and GMC half-ton pickups. Alright, so let's start off with the bad. Most people have a vehicle like this already. I want to get another one actually, but there's some downfalls to owning a vehicle or wanting to buy one, and that's what I'm going to cover right now. A lot of them, since they're getting older, are having or have had transmission problems in the past. You know, i.e. my dad's truck, for instance. That 4060E right there came out of an 04 GMC. It's the exact same transmission as in the 99 to 02s, other than it's just newer. Other than that, it's the exact same thing. So, finding one that has no transmission problems or has never had transmission problems is going to be very hard pressed to find, probably. And but on the plus side of that, these transmissions are cheap to have built, or if you know how to build transmissions, they're an easy transmission to build on a stock casing even. So with that being said, you know, you can fork out 400 horse with these things on a stock casing, maybe more, I'm not exactly sure, but I know you can get quite a bit of performance out of them for a pickup truck, you know, a daily drivable pickup truck. Another downfall is you're also going to be very hard pressed to find one of these vehicles that has under 200,000 miles on it anymore. When I bought my GMC, it had 288,000 miles on it. When I sold it, it had 298,000 miles on it, almost 299,000. So, and you could tell, you know, it had a freshly rebuilt transmission that was very strong. It was very strong. It had about 1,200 miles on it when I bought it, so it was a very good transmission. But the motor was going, I believe the motor was going south in it. It was weak. Every so often you could tell it was kind of losing power. So I ended up buying a programmer for it, and it helped out tremendously. Every time it felt like I was losing power, I would reapply the tune. And I was running a 91 tow tune on it, and I was getting, if I got out on the highway, like going from Dexter or Bloomfield to like St. Louis, I would average about anywhere from 23 to 25 miles to the gallon. Granted, mine was also a single cab, short wheelbase, so, you know, it didn't weigh as much, but it was still four-wheel drive, and it was a Z71 too, which, you know, the plating on the bottoms and limited slip differential, all that kind of stuff. So I loved that truck when I had it, you know. I kicked myself for getting rid of it. So now the positives. Them 5.3s, you just can't seem to kill them. You really can't. And that's one of the main reasons why I want to get another one. And on top of that is they're so easy to maintain. They're extremely tunable, extremely buildable. like you can take those 5.3 motors and you could put LS1 heads on them with I don't know, freaking LS3 valve springs or whatever the hell you want to do. I mean, you can literally take 4 different motors and build it around a 5.3 block if you just had them laying around in your shop, you know. And that's with all LS motors, you know. I mean, all of them are like that. Most of them anyway, pretty much all of them. But that's definitely a plus for those things. Like I said, also a plus is also the transmissions are extremely buildable on a stock casing, and they're also very easy to maintain. The entire trucks are very easy to maintain. They have, for only having a 4-speed transmission, because that's kind of ancient technology now, a 4-speed transmission, the power put down, at least in my GMC, even with it had a programmer, but the motor was getting weak in it, you know. It had phenomenal power put down. Like, well, to put it in perspective here, I'm pretty sure my Titan now isn't as fast as my GMC was on its best day. So, and the GMC never really had a bad day. Now, every once in a while, the tune, it felt like the tune would kind of fall off or something, which the Titan does the same thing every once in a great while. I don't know if it's a thing with programmers or what, but I reapply the tune and all my power's back. So I don't know what the deal is with that. So, all in all, should you buy a 1999 through 2002 body style Chevrolet Silverado or GMC Sierra, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, whatever you want, if it's got the 5.3, I say go for it. Because even if it has over 200,000 miles, they're so easy to maintain. And, well, even like just the other day, I seen a 5.3 for sale on Craigslist. It had LS1 heads on it, or to go with it. They weren't put on it yet, but it was tore apart. It still had, or the motor was in, the block and everything inside of it was intact, but you just needed to slap the heads on it, put everything else on it, put it in the motor, run coolant through it, and you'd probably be good. He wanted $600 for it. $600 for a 5.3 with LS1 heads. And they weren't old LS1 heads. I mean, they looked brand new, CNC'd, polished aluminum heads. That's what they looked like, with everything in them. The valves, the valve springs, valve guide seals, everything was in it, you know, for $600 freaking dollars. I was like, man, if I had one of those trucks, if I had to, I'd take a loan out. $600 freaking dollars. I can pay that back in a few months, you know, that won't be that big of a deal. $600. And transmissions are the same way. My dad replaced this transmission that's sitting on the ground right here. That's the old one. He bought a new one for $300. Worked perfectly until the truck was hit and totaled back in December. So, I mean, the trucks are so inexpensive. Even for, they may not be inexpensive to buy necessarily, but to fix and maintain, they're a very inexpensive truck. So like I said, all in all, should you buy a 99 through 2002 Chevrolet or GMC 5.3? My answer would be yes. I would say even if it has a couple little minor problems with it, something that you think could be easy to fix or you know will be easy to fix, go ahead, get it, because you know that you can get it fixed somehow or another, probably, if you absolutely had to, and you'll kick yourself for not getting it if you don't, and you'll be glad you did if you do get it. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I kicked myself for getting rid of my GMC, but we didn't need 2 vehicles, and we needed a 4-door, and the Titan was a 4-door. So, and it's got a lot of room. So, The only thing that beats those trucks in room are the Dodge Mega Cabs or Ram Mega Cabs and the Toyota Tundra Crew Cab. And the Toyota Tundra is actually is pretty much the exact same size as the Titan is on the inside. So it's pretty much unbeatable in room. But the Chevrolets and GMCs though, trying to find a crew cab for one of them trucks, you're going to be looking in the 03 to 06 body style range. And I'll make a video on that in the future. Those trucks can get kind of expensive, not to maintain, but just to buy, because they're going for like 13 and 14 grand, even for like an 05 or 06 model. So, but like I said, should you buy a truck? I say go ahead. You'd probably like it. There should be no reason why you'd hate it, I would figure. So I think that's all we got for this video, guys. I'm sorry about all the camera shaking, but yeah, go get you one of them trucks. I want to get me one soon, sometime in the future, and then maybe down the road as the YouTube channel progresses and you guys support me a lot more and everything like that, we'll get us a Duramax and we'll have some fun with all of that. But definitely, if I get me another Chevrolet or GMC, I'm not going to leave it stock by no means, and that will all go on here on this channel. So make sure you guys subscribe and support my channel and support my friends' channels. Their links are in the description. So that's all we got for today, guys. Take care and have a good day. Get ready, hit it. You ready to hit it?
I did.
That's it?